Hello. 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 Dude, I've gotten into this habit of just like eating spicy food right before every single stream. So I go in and I have to keep like clearing my throat and my nose is all running. But hello. Is that a wild neon? Hello. Hi, Crimson. Hi, Yulia. I saw you. I saw you earlier. Welcome in. Oh, and Furlax is here. And so is Nightbot. It is good to see every single person is here. And alive and well. But yeah, I hope everybody had a very good weekend. I certainly did. I just pretty much chillaxed, you know. Getting into the Christmas spirit. So bad news, the top screen of your DS Lite has a few dead pixels now. No! What did Nightbot remove? He just sent out a warning, I think. I don't think he did anything, like, removing stuff. And you can't replace it because Amazon has stopped all shipment. Uh-oh. I will say, that reminds me, actually. When I had my original 2DS, right? When I had my original 2DS, because I had a 2DS, being the stupid kid that I was, I accidentally, I was, swinging it around, and it slipped out of my hand, and flew across the room and hit the wall. And it completely ruined both of the screens. So we sent it in to get it repaired, and as soon as we sent it in, we just never received word from it ever again. And to this day, I don't know what happened to it. So I ended up getting a new 2DS. But yeah, and I still have that DS, but its battery lasts a total of maybe 5 minutes. So what am I gonna do today? That is a good question. Today, if you remember Friday's stream, we conceptualized and we wrote lore for a few Fakemon. And today we're gonna be modeling one of those by the name of Mobineral. And if you were on last stream, you would have seen him. He's a little rock dude with the punchy hands. Yulia being extra rude for saying hi. No, Yulia, it's because you're the honorary hate watcher that just keeps my ego in check, you know? And Nightbot's don't tell him I said it. Nightbot's he's a little special. He's a little special. It's not your fault for Lex. Nightbot's just a little special. I could make him a little more lenient, I guess. You know, why don't I do that right now? That seems like a good thing to do on this very on-topic stream. Boop. Hi, Nightbot. How are you? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Chat moderation. Chat moderation. Boop. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. But yeah, today we're going to be modeling Mobineral, which I know it's we kind of missed our window, honestly. But you're stupid. Yeah. We kind of missed our window because we kind of already finished all of our Christmas themed Fakemon. Sent you what your DS Lite currently looks like. Planning to replace the shell with an alt black shell. Hold on, I gotta see this. It does look neat currently. But I can see where you're coming from with the replacing the white shell with the black one. I think that would look sick, actually. I never got into, like, customizing... I never got into customizing my, like, Nintendo handhelds, or, like, any handheld, for that matter. I just have the basic, like, Mario Kart 7 one, you know, that's, like, white and turquoise. And I have another one that's white and red. Neo, you should decorate your about page with cool pictures and stuff. See, I thought about that. I tried over the weekend to put my schedule on my Twitch about page, and I couldn't figure out how to embed like pictures and stuff, so I didn't. And I didn't bother looking it up because, you know, I'm a little dumb. I avenged Furlax, yeah. Yeah, but it's got a gray button shell, a white back shell, and red button. Oh, I didn't notice the gray and white were two different colors. I thought it just looked like one thing to me. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, that is two different colors. I thought it was just the shading. But, once I figure out how to actually customize the About page in a way that is fancy, click on your profile, go to your About page, and it's gonna say Edit Panel. Alright. Let's figure this out together, chat. Edit panel. Oh, edit panels here. If I flick that thing. Oh, the top left. Hold on. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. The old white part broke, so I replaced it with old gray DS parts. Edit, about, and links. I send picture on Discord if you want. Sure, why not? Let's do this. While we're just kinda here, you know? I got about, brand, schedule. Edit panels. There's extension. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I found it. Add image. Chat, hold. Hello, Stiggy Man. Welcome to chat. How are you? How are you doing? You know what? This world needs me having a Gundam. What could go wrong? You know what, Yulia? If anybody deserves a Gundam in this world, it's definitely you. Wait. Okay. Boop. Submit. Long time no see. Patrick! Hi, Patrick! It has been a long time no see. How are ya? Gundam. Get a replacement screen. Problem is, it would come out without the speakers. I don't own a soldering iron, so I can't simply replace those. And like the model, it's like someone drank a glow stick as a child and it became a part of their DNA. Oh, you see the schedule? Good. That means it worked. Boop. Yay! Wow, it looks so just like... It looks so just nothing here. Doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. You can also put your YouTube channel link too. Yeah, I have like YouTube and socials linked here. Or you have a Discord server, you can do that. I don't have a Discord yet. Again, I am taking volunteers for like moderators, but I can't really offer them anything, so I don't expect anybody to like, you know. I can be your mod. Kick W. How's my day been? It's been going pretty well. I woke up later than I wanted to, so I really only had time to just like wake up, get my steps in, and like get ready for stream, you know? But I feel like I've been productive so far. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I would offer, but I would have no idea what I would be doing. Literally just like, in terms of just people there to make sure that no one, like, griefs Discord. Yeah, no, I've made Discord servers before, right? I have one that's like IRL friends, right? And not gonna lie, we kind of abandoned that server, but it still gets some use. I don't know, my main concern with a Discord server is it'll have like presumably people I don't know very well, right? And in the event that something happens and I can't be there to just like time somebody out or like delete something that gets posted or like, you know, that's what the mods are there for, you know? There's a bot that can do that. That too, we could get like the bots and yeah. It'd be interesting. I don't know. It'd be a whole process and we'd need to make like a whole... We'd need to get like a whole meeting together to like set stuff up. You know? But anyway. I feel like that's enough dilly-dallying because we are doing a Blockbench stream, and there hasn't been any Blockbench yet. Maybe not kicking them out, but can remove bad messages. Yeah. I vote for Lex, yeah. Today has been okay, apart from me spending way too much money on a mic arm because my current one must have been made out of nothing since it bent the damn clamp. I can't talk. It bent the damn clamp somehow. What? How? I think, oh, wow. I just moved my mic in front of my camera and that happened. But, I don't know what brand my mic arm is, but it's gotten the job done. I vote for yourself, we can get you to win and never ban me. You needed a replacement that was installed, and the only thing was the expensive Rode one. Oh. Yeah, I just have like a cheap one. It just works, you know? You should add some emote in my Twitch. Yeah, I know. I still have to draw more emotes. I haven't like made any more since those original ones, you know? How am I doing in space? I've been all right, I think. I've been managing, you know? Same old, not much has changed. The other one also just worked, but it's a clamp now in 2. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I hope you can get that all figured out though. That does sound annoying. Until then though, you can just take like a water cup, put your mic in the water cup, you know, just to like keep it upright. Alright. Alright. Let me whoop. Whoop. Where is my window? What's Kisses emote? I don't have that emote. Whoop. Close that. Open this. That's Photoshop. That's my thumbnail. Wow. I don't even stream. The people at the store are like, you stream or podcast? And I'm just like, no, I just don't want to have Xbox Live. I'm like, dude, I remember at some point, I literally bought an Xbox Live mic that was like $8 just so I could have like a really low quality mic. I don't have it anymore though, but I had to like plug it into an Xbox controller and then plug the Xbox controller into my computer for it to work. Add the Keck W emote. Do I not have... Hold on. So, okay. Full disclosure, I have no idea how Twitch emotes work. I know there's a bunch of, like, universal ones. I don't know what they include. I don't know the context in which you use, like, most of them. But yeah, PC RAM are now cooked. Yep, I heard about that. I'm glad I bought, like, I don't even remember. Just wait till people realize their phones are gonna be 40% more next time new ones come out. That's why, on my Christmas list, I put an older phone. And it's not because I want an older phone, it's because I want to actually, like, use VBridger for my model. Funny, all this happened after I upgraded. Yeah. I'm glad, I'm grateful back then when I built this computer that I bought, like, 500 gigs for, like, 60 bucks. NVIDIA's switching to AI. Oh, well that's fun. No more NVIDIA. Cat Jam is also good. Is there... So do I have to, like, add Omega Lol and that stuff to just, like, to my channel specifically? Or are those universal? Like, Cat Jam and stuff. Do I have to manually add that? So do I have to play DDR1 to 4 before you start on 5? Yes, that actually is how you do it. You have to play them in release order. You have to add it to your channel 7 TV allowed emote list. Huh. Ah. So you're saying I could just, like, select a ton of these and just, like, add them? Does it have... Is it, like, limited to my, Yeah, I got the link. Is it, like... Does that... Is that affected by, like, my emote limit? No limit. Okay. So I could just go through and just, like... I guess I should sign into my Twitch. Add as many as you want. Alright, chat. I didn't know this existed. I think there's a max like 100 or something. Wow. Add to emote sets. What? Okay. I didn't know there's a preview. Okay, chat, how do I do this? I don't know. Do you think I could pull this up on stream? I probably could. Boop boop boo. For luxury. Dang, you saved up for that. Dang. Here you go, Furlax. Mwah. Mwah. There you go. Many people have to have 7TV installed in their browser / custom phone app for them to display. Hannah Beck. Are we sure this is a Blockbench stream? Yes. See, you can see Blockbench. Okay, so chat, guide me through this. If I do that, oh wow, that's big. Okay. Whoop. We got 7TV. This should be fine, right? Okay, so how do I add stuff? In OBS, select any source and by pressing Control F, you full screen it. Just a tip. It's fine. I don't want to show the top of my browser. It's just... We can just do this. It's fine. Yeah. So if I were to just like click on Cat Jam, right? And then I hit like... where do I hit add to? And then what? Like, what do I do with this? Like, boop, do I like make an emote set? What's going on here? I don't know what I'm doing, chat. Are you logged in? Yeah, I'm logged in. Cosmetics, theme settings. Hey, dude, I can make it light theme. Flashbang! Okay, turn that off. Turn that off. Change emote name? No. Download. I don't think I download it. Hold on. Hold on. Really? I thought you were an expert in this? Dude. Log into 70 to your app. And log in with your Twitch account to manage your emotes. Create emote set. Go to the emotes section. And add emotes from the library or new existing collection. Okay. Remind your viewers to install the 7TV extension so they can see your channels. Okay. So, go to the settings of my account and find the emote set. Active emotes, cosmetics. You can make a new emote set, call it normal, and you have other called Xmas for instance. Then add emotes to that set and set them as active cosmetics. Gets you there. Okay. So paints, badges. Emote sets. Okay. Create new set. Normal. Create. Okay. Now we can go here. And then we can just like add a bunch of these. Boop. And we just go through and we add all of them. You know? You know what? We'll just add all the top ones. You know what? How about that? This is Giga Chat. Oh wait, I already clicked that one. Oops. Oh my lord, I keep clicking the same ones over and over. So we're just gonna do this. I really shouldn't be doing this on stream, but it's fine, you know? Sedge. Dice of cringe. You know what? Sure. And then do I have to like install a do I have to install like a Chrome extension to like see this stuff? Aware. XD. You know what? Sure. Boop boo. Boo 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 boo. 7TV is an extension, or other chat programs like Chatterino will also display them. Oh, okay. Should have set the emote as set as active. Okay. We'll go up to like. Well, we will just go up to like here for now. This third row. Ah! I feel like Neon should be tricked into giving someone access to their Twitch account. Chat. All I'm saying is, if Vettel, like, during his subathon, just, like, came in here and he was like, give me your stream key, I would give him my stream key. Okay, and then I go here, and I go emote sets, where active set, this one. Okay. Who is Vettel? Never heard of that guy. Alright. I don't know, he has a hobby of just like collecting his people's stream keys. He has so many. Me playing Osu would be cool. Wait, why didn't that work? Hold on. Oh, I'm stupid. I have to install the extension. 7TV extension. Refresh. Loaded them in the 7TV menu. Okay, so if I were to refresh my restream chat, would that work? Let's see, how do I refresh restream chat? Chat settings. Not sure if it has support. Oof. Because I do use whatever. We can. How about this? You said Chatterino works, right? Do 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 boo 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 boo. I'll just download the installer for Chatterino, and then we'll get that working next stream. How about that? But alright. It should work on Twitch at least, so that's good. Boop boop boo boop boop boo boo do 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 do. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work with WeStream. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Let's actually do some block benching. See, if you say GigaChad and it works on Twitch, why can't I see it? Oh, I can see it. Furlex, do you have the extension? Did you refresh chat? Because I can see it. I can see it in Twitch, but not Restream. You see it now! Yeah. I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can do this. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. For some reason, my chat box doesn't show. Yeah, because my chat box is Restream, so it's not gonna pop up on Restream. I'll need to swap to Chatterino. Which originally I used Restream because I could show both YouTube and Twitch, but Twitch doesn't like when I do that, so I might as well just swap to Chatterino, you know? But I'm not gonna do that right now. For now, we are going to add a reference image to the mod we are going to be modeling today. There we go. This is who we're making today. And I think he's pretty silly looking. Let's see. Yeah, y'all are having fun with the new emotes. I am glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. Boop 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 boop. Wow, mod check. Another issue with Restream chat is I can't like hover over emotes to see what they're called, you know? Bro's got the Annie emotes. Mod check, huh? What do you mean, huh? Is Restream doing something? There's a haunt. Never mind. I'm stupid, chat. Wouldn't you know it? Streamer is dumb. Alright. I have many emotes. Clearly. I mean, clearly. And I'm proud of you for that, because I do not have that many emotes. Alright, we can make this his head. I want to see if I can recreate this here, because it's kind of a weird shape. Let's see here. Only have to wait till like April for my evil and neuro plush. I have the neuro lava lamp. And my room is too cold for it to work, so I turn it on and it just kind of doesn't do anything. You know? His head is his body, yeah. Sesh. But I do have it. And that's cool. So this shape is kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. I have the Vettel plush. I abuse it. Good. Using it for its intended purpose, I see. We could do this. This emote's funny. His shell is cracking this year, don't you agree? Especially on the subathon, I think. I tuned in at like the very beginning of the subathon, and then I've just watched the clips since then, but it seems like he's enjoying himself. Kind of. Boop. This emote is funny. What is this emote? Should I be worried? My Pikachu can nearly solo the entire Elite Four. What is this emote? Okay, we're adding this one. Cool. If you'd like a suggestion that might work for this mon, sure. It seems that Neuro and Evil both have a crush on Johnny Silver. Who is Johnny Silverhand? You'd have the mouth come out a bit from the face instead of it being flat. That could be a thing. I mean, he's level 88. Dang. A main character from Cyberpunk. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Played by Keanu. That makes sense. His head is kind of like this shaped, weirdly. Can I rotate it like this? No. Whoop. No. She said, whoa. Pause. Hold on. What? Hold on. One moment. Why would they say that? Okay. You know what? I guess more power to them. I don't know. You know what'd be way cooler? If instead of doing this, I just did this instead. Hold on. Instead of making them come out from the front, what if I just... like... take the pivot point, move it to the middle, and back a little bit. Right? And then we do kind of like this. And then that way I can also... kind of do that. Whoop. Kind of. Yeah, but separate. Yeah, don't forget about the snapping tool. What's that? I'm kidding. But yes, Cyberpunk is amazing. The developer of the Neuro integration has done an amazing job. Make sure she knows what the task is at the story. Neuro controls the car, hacking, and dialogue. That's actually crazy. I didn't know all that. Boop. 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 That could work, honestly, just like that. And then his eyes can go, I don't know. You know what, we're just gonna scrap this for now. We can come back to it. My brain is not big enough for that at the current moment. But what I can do is this. What is Blockbench? So basically, Blockbench is the program that most Minecraft modders use to create like custom models for their mods for like different entities and stuff like that, and you can also like animate stuff in it, and it's very useful. It's like super useful. And it's what the Cobblemon mod uses to create all of their Pokemon models and animations and stuff. So when you have it's like when you're using it, you can create stuff like this. And then if I import the texture I made, chat, we're just gonna do a showcase real quick. Because why not? Because I like this model. Let's bring up its texture. Boop. Where is its texture? Let me find it real quick. It's in this folder somewhere. Doopy doopy doo. Boopy doopy doo. I keep scrolling past it. There it is. Boop. There he is. And then I can import the animations that I made for him, which are all of these. And all of a sudden, you can just like animate stuff. And you can animate a ton of stuff. And you can animate a ton of stuff. And you can animate like, you know? It's just you use this to just basically make everything. And then you can use a few JSON files to just kind of assign all the animations to like different actions in game, and then you can load it in a data pack, and then you have fully custom Cobblemon that you can just use in game, and it's super cool. Of course, this is just like one of like a bajillion different things you can do in Blockbench. You can also do like non-cuboid stuff. You can do like full poly, like low poly models. You can do like bone rigging in terms of animations and stuff. It's like super expansive, the stuff you can do in this. But I mainly just focus on, yeah, basically Blender for this art style, yeah. Blender, but for Minecraft. Oh. Okay, so chat. The other day, one of my light bulbs in my room started flickering, and I just completely forgot about it. So it started flickering again just now, so that's cool. I'm kind of looking to model this guy the same way Bergmite is modeled. Where he's got one big in the middle. Probably like that. And then he's got like more that are like off to the side. He's got more spikes, you know? So we'd put like a spike here on the side. And maybe we'd rotate it a little as well. I've replaced all of mine with Philips Hue stuff and then run a little Pi that controls it locally and also reads temperature data and stuff for me. Oh, like lights and stuff? Whoop, 45 degrees. And then we can move it so that it fits here. Every room now uses a light bulb as a temperature sense. I can't tell if you're being for real or not, but if you are, that's actually super cool. Duplicate. I am for real. Huh. Interesting. Bro's like a magician with his stuff over there. Boop, boop, boop. And then what I can do is I can lower all of these by point like 5. Not like that. Wait, did I do height for all of them? I might be dumb. And then we can just have stuff like that. Now I just need to invest in the very expensive radiator controllers so that I can use them as temp sensors to open and close the radiators. Huh. You got like the full like mechanical household stuff going on there. Like it's like entirely going over my head except for the fact that I can tell it's sick whatever you're doing. It's neat and it runs locally. Bro's like upgrading. Okay. It reminds me of those like smart houses. Bro's upgrading the definition of smart house as we speak. No cloud stuff. Dang. Whoop. And then I could just throw this like here. I mean, I have local AI as well that is dumb as fuck. That's also fair, because I don't think it's possible to have an AI that's not dumb as heck unless your name is Vettel, so, you know? Alright, chat, how does this look? For just like a base starter thing, you know? I think it looks alright. I'm not entirely sold on it quite yet, but you know. Neuro's dumb as hell as well. She's still the smartest little cookie. That's fair. I'm gonna select all of this. I'm going to group this preemptively, and I'm gonna call, nope. I'm gonna call it, head spike main. Dude, it honestly just blows my mind how advanced Neuro is, though. Can I be real for a second? Like, imagine how long, like how many, like thousands of hours that they've spent just like trying to upgrade her and such. Boop, boop, boop. We can make this. I keep duplicating them on accident. Head spike 1. And then these can be head spike 3. And I'm just gonna throw all these into head spike main. And then we can take the pivot point of this. Why is it like this? 7, 0, and then 0. Whoop. Ah! I don't think the tech behind Neuro's core is that impressive. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't do it, but I think it's more so the spiderweb of integrations. Yeah. I think the fact that it's like compatible with so much stuff all at once is just completely beyond me, you know? Like, how much processing power does that take? I know he mentioned at some point that it's like over 1,000 a month to like just upkeeper, you know? Dude, your API's on GitHub, really? I didn't know that. That's actually cool. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do for this, though. Whoop! We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna rotate these. Do 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 do. Not like that though. We're gonna rotate them from the middle. Like 20 degrees. You know? Here's the Neuro SDK for games. It's how modders have made games Neuro. Oh, that actually makes sense now. Now that I think about it, that checks out. So does he just like source people to mod the stuff in then? That's cool. And I assume it's just people on his dev team mostly. Boop. Oh, that's not good. How do I fix this little issue here? It's actually a lot of people just doing it for the fun of it. Wow. Okay, that's sick. Actually, like, continuously just like, wow, that's so cool. But genuinely, like, I think the concept of neuro has been like fascinating to me ever since I first learned about it. Just because no one, like, I don't think anybody that I can think of has like spent so much time like actually trying to make like a good AI, you know? Huh. $25, 24 people, and then 5 or so. That's crazy though. I wonder if they're getting, I wonder if all of them are getting paid for it, or if it's volunteer. I'd imagine they're paid for it. Right, but I don't know. I don't know. Nope. Wow. Okay. You know what? I stand corrected then. Let's make this guy's feet real quick. How about that? The feet should be easy. All I have to do is that, and then that, and I make his outer toe like a little smaller, center the pivot, do that, move it to the back, and boom. He has a foot now, and I just gotta edit this a little bit. Okay, maybe I do it like this, actually. Okay, that's better. Now it's actually centered. Vettel probably pays the guy who made the Cyberpunk mod after he does, after the subathon. He does not tend to be a cheap ass. Yeah. The nice thing is that Neuro SDK can be used by any AI that can send API requests. Can you imagine Just like how many like that kind of blows my mind to think about. Like, imagine just how much stuff you could do just by like connecting to the IP and just like going crazy, you know? Alright, we can put 1 foot here. Is it me or should the foot be a little bigger? It seems a little... He seems a little unbalanced. I don't know, it should be fine. This can be right foot. I mean, there's a project that I had a good laugh at the other day. You know what a Tamagotchi is? I think I know what a Tamagotchi is. Maybe. Like, I know the word, I just can't put my finger on what it actually is. Boop. Do boop boop boo doo. Boop 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 boo doo boop boo doo boo. Boop. There's his feet. That's better. Okay. So I made a Tamagotchi running on a Pi 5 computer unit where you feed it by taking it around the world and letting it crack weak Wi-Fi passwords every time it cracks when it gets a cookie. Oh. Okay, that is funny. So you just go in and you just grief people and you get cookies. That is funny, actually. I like that. Boop. Making the arms now, by the way. Arms should be pretty easy. All I have to do is that. And then I can increase the size of this one by 0.01. Okay, maybe they need to be a little bigger than that, though. Boop. 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 And boop. All it does is crack the Wi-Fi password, log onto the network, and leave a DHCP message to the router saying correct by me, then a link to better the security. Yeah, I don't expect it to be like, oh well, we broke your password, time to get, like, you know. Although that would be funny, but obviously there's some stuff to be questioned there. What if I do this for the hands? I don't know about that, actually. What if I do... What if I rotate it at the top here? I kind of want to give him like a punchy hand, you know? I'm kind of debating on how I do that. Because this kind of works as a punchy hand, but not really, you know what I mean? Maybe I do it like this? That looks more convincing, at least. What if I move it out like this much? Is it a custom model, by the way, or one of the cheaper but used by anyone kind of license? Asking because while I had a look at it, there's one gender that can be more represented than the other, let's just say that. Um, like my VTuber model, I drew it myself and I rigged it myself. And I had to learn how to draw and how to use Live 2D. And it took like a month. But yes, I did draw this model. It is my own creation. That is, holy crap. Yeah? Dedicated. It was one of those situations where you just like wake up one day and you're like, I need to do this because my brain told me to. And here we are. You know? I can't draw a DCD diagram. I don't even know what that is, so you got that on me. Where is this arm relative to... Okay, I need to extend it that way. Whoop! The fact that this model is entirely yellow, by the way, is not helpful. Like, I know I duped a lot of the parts, but the fact that some of it just, like, decided to be yellow on its own is kind of irksome. And I think I will do what Crimson said and make part of the mouth, like, part of the mouth stick out. I think I'll make the teeth stick out a little bit. Whoop. Okay, and then I can make this smaller like that. Whoop. And then this arm I can do the same thing with. I don't need the arms to be that long. It's SpongeBob's deformed brother. Yeah, exactly. And he's got the pink feet as well. Don't know what that has to do with it, but you know. Alright, now in terms of coloring, I think we can go ahead and start coloring this for now, because I think this is a good start for the model. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to create a texture template. If you had to defend one of these game villains, who would you pick? Dio from JoJo, William from FNAF, or Lysander from X and Y? Let's see here. I'm leaning towards Lysander, but I feel like William Afton has like more redeeming qualities than Dio in that sense. Do you know what I mean? Like hear me out, hear me out. All William wanted to do was resurrect his kid that got eaten, you know? And he was willing to do whatever it took if that meant killing a bunch of other kids to figure out what it is. He was like, if this brings my son back, I'll do it. And then Lysander, he had his redemption arc already, so like, you know? I think Lysander would be the most reasonable by far, because he had his redemption arc in ZA. Boop. Alright. Was not expecting that answer. What were you expecting me to say? Boo doo 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 doo. Whoop. We can just color all of this in because this is going to be just like the top of his head here. Boo do 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 do. Then his eyes could be like here. That looks kind of dinky though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, contemplate. I have an idea. What if we took the eyes? I'll just give him this texture for now so we can see them. Hi! Okay. And we kind of put him like here. Also, how can Lysander be redeemed? He tried to genocide the entire planet. He's the one who got all the Zygarde cells at the end, like, you know? He went through all the trouble to find all of Zygarde. So you didn't have to. How do I want to do this? I think this is the most, this guy that we're making right now, he's definitely the most logistically challenging, model that I've done so far. I could grab, not that. Oh my lord, okay, you know what, where are these cubes at? This one, we do 0.01, and then this one can also be 0.01, like that. I hope my setup does not die suddenly one day given current prices. How is 32 gigabytes of RAM the same price as a console? That is ridiculous, I will say. Current prices of just everything is stupid. Do 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 boo 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 boo. $7.5. If I were to paint it like this, oops. I need to move their actual texture map somewhere. There we go. Boo, boo doo boo doo, boo doo, boo boo boo. Wait, why is that different? For negative 1.25. There we go. That's better. I hate that HDDs also went up in price, so I need more storage, damn it. I really don't know what to say about that, honestly. Not 12 terabyte drives, like 360 €. Why do you need a 12 terabyte drive for, dude? Like, my computer has like 2 terabytes max. Give your media server. Oh, yeah, well, I guess that checks out. Apparently Nintendo had another one of their patents rejected. Good. Has 380 movies and over 4,000 episodes of shows. Wow. And are you gonna watch all of them? Yes, okay. Fair enough. Neon, I have a 4 terabyte drive and it's like nearly half full. See, you'd be surprised if I have 60 minutes on the train each way to work. I stream movies both ways. Ah, nice. That actually seems pretty nice, like relaxing, you know? In terms of me, I just like don't watch shows personally because I feel like I'm being unproductive when I do. Or, you know, cry openly on the train as I watch Clanad. Is Clanad any good? I've seen like clips of it. I'm assuming the answer is yes, by the way. But I figured I'd ask. What's your favorite anime? Okay. Interesting. You will cry by episode 4. We'll see about that. .01. What if his mouth is like this, right? And then... maybe there? And then I give him like little teeth. So this tooth can... tilt up like this. Not like that. Can do like a... we can do like a 10 degrees on that. I did not mean to group that. And then we dupe it again, put it over here. And then we kind of just rotate it back. And then we change the pivot point to be up at the top. So now it's like that. And then we can like move it that far over. Boop. There we go. And now all I gotta do is take the little maps and move them over here. How am I adding my fake mons as mons, not variants? Well, I am glad you asked. The Cobblemon mod for Minecraft has full compatibility and support for custom fakemon. And they have like a whole like series of pages on their wiki about how to add said mons. God, this guy looks stupid. What if I do this? If I move the mouth down a little... Have you watched any anime that I enjoyed? I'm looking for new stuff to buy on Blu-ray. Thank you so much, no problem. Let's see. Well, to be honest, I haven't watched a whole bunch of anime recently. The main things that I've been keeping up with, like, recently, have been, Spy Family and One Piece. And if you don't have One Piece on your giant database, you should. For the record. Oops. It's the 20th anniversary version of Howl's Moving Castle the other day. Full 90-minute footage of the 2005 press conference when they launched the movie, and it was very insightful to see how they reacted. That's cool. That's actually super cool. What? Please let me... Okay. I don't think I've seen any Ghibli movies personally, but I've heard they're all pretty dang good. Whoop. It also had the entire movie, but just with the storyboard sketches rather than the actual animation. That's sick. I've done storyboard working for like school stuff before, and that is very fun to do, so that's actually cool to see. As well as 20 minutes of commercials. Why would that be there? I mean, I get it. Content for the movie. I'm just going to very quickly make a mouth open just to see what that would look like. Hopefully I can fit it here. Boop. 5.01, like that. No, it needs to be one wider. Just really cool stuff, which is only on the Blu-ray. Your Kiki's delivery service only came with the movie on DVD, but it had postcards inside the case with really cute artwork from the movie and other of his movies. That's actually super cool. Hi, Jotaro. How are you? How you doing, other than tired? There we go. That's what he looks like with his mouth open. Today on YouTube, I see that. Interesting choice. Can't see the other chatters, so I assume you're hearing voices. I got YouTube chat too, Stiggy. I would show them on screen, but it's against Twitch's TOS to have multiple chats, so I can't do that. Left hand. You're actually not tired, but you're okay and sick. Oh, well, it's good that you're not tired. but I hope you feel better soon. One, right hand, two, left hand, two. YouTube sounds like something made up. You can only get on the tube if you're a weatherman or something. Yeah, you're right, actually. It is made up. The people over there are just the voices in my head. And then we can do right arm, right eye, left eye, this is Neon or the fake Mon? Don't worry about it. He looks adorable. Can I be honest? I'm not a big fan of how this mouth looks. I think instead I'm going to do something similar to what I did with Tarot Glass. Where I kind of just make this a little smaller and then duplicate, extend it around about this much. We do 2 and then 2 and then 2. Actually no, we do 2 and then 3 and then 2 on both sides, right? Now hear me out. We're gonna get the teeth look just by doing this. And I'm going to group all of these into one thing. And I'm gonna take this side, I'm gonna group it. And I'm gonna group it here as well. And then I'm gonna group this. And we're just going to move the pivot here. And I'm gonna rotate it. Nope, not there. My bad. I meant to rotate it here. Like that. We can do 65 degrees. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. I wonder if this mouth will be too big. It won't really matter because I can just change. I can change the mouth size in the animation. So if the mouth is too big, I can just make it smaller myself. That's an issue. Maybe. Actually, it's not. Like that. Gonna hop off and get some rest. Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and I hope you have a good rest of your day / night. And thank you for stopping by. Chat, this is tough. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Group elements. Take the pivot point, move it here. And then we take these two, we group, we move the pivot here. There's something in my eye. And then this last one we group and we put the we put the pivot point down in the corner. God, that's so goofy. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't. If I were to just animate this and just put that there, I could definitely just shrink this down, correct? Just like... Oh, but I need to center the pivot point. Yes. And look at that! Look at that! That's like exactly what it's supposed to look like. Holy crap. There's his mouth. That came together so much better than I thought it would. Ta-da! Both the fake one and the honor are adorable. Thank you, thank you. Alright, and I'm also going to take this and make his eyes a little more colored. That'll give him a little more life, you know? This can just be called mouth closed. Did my suggestion work out or not? I tried it, but I didn't entirely like how it looked at the end. But it was a very good suggestion. Boop. Hold on. How do I want to... There we go. That's getting somewhere, I think. Yeah. Let's group the hands together. Left hand. And right hand. And then we can do left arm. And then right arm. Like that. God, he looks so goofy. Okay. And now I can just hide the arms. And texture this like this. I guess I can do that, yeah, that works. Boop. Boom, 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 boom. You know? I kind of want to give him like a rocky, kind of rough texture, you know? I don't want to use too many colors. Like, I'll use like 4 colors max, you know? There we go. And then it goes like that. And we just color in the other side to be the exact same because I am too lazy to copy paste. Boop, boop, boop. And then that corner there. And then we kind of just do that. Now for the back. The back should be the easiest part. We just kind of do this. Boop. How do I want to color this? Like that, maybe? No, now it looks like he has a butt. Okay. I think that works. Excuse me. He's got kind of a rugged body now. I think that works. Now on to the bottom. Bottom should also be easy if I just hide the feet real quick. Maybe I do something like this. Boop, boop. That works. Okay. We now have his main body textured fully. Now we do his kind of... What do you even call this? His spike? Maybe I don't even go that bright. Maybe I go like this shade. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay. Then we color this like that. Ooh, I like that actually. I like that a lot. Something like this. Alright, I like how this is looking so far. I like how this is looking so far. Boop. I just noticed this though, and I don't like this. We're gonna move that so that it covers that up. Okay. Can I turn off shading so I can see better? Wow, that actually doesn't help me see better at all. Alright. You can color these back ones like that. Like this. Okay. And then I also want to color this whole area in so that you can't see it like peeking through around the edges of the spike on his head. Gosh, this model is tough, I will say. It's tough to just like understand exactly what I want to do with it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Like, what if I do this, you know? I'm not entirely sure what that is, but you know, we'll roll with it. Kind of just run the highlights down kind of deal. There we go. Ooh, that's good actually. Like that, maybe? I don't know what I'm doing with these, honestly. It might turn out looking good, though. If I just keep adding these. Ooh, idea. Kind of like run them through, like, behind all the... Boop. Maybe like this. I do not know what I'm doing. Chat, help me, please. Nope, not that color. I used the wrong color. Boop, doop, boop, boo, doo, boop, boo. How does that look? It's honestly not terrible. Like, not gonna lie to you. This is better than I thought it would turn out. Like, I'm kind of happy just running it like this. I can't lie to you. We can do the feet next, they'll be easy. Let's hide this. Oh lord, okay. Something like this? Boop 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 doo. Okay. Not like that, like this. Like that. And like this. Now, like this. That looks better. Okay. And now, the feet are done. Wow. Easy. Super simple. Alright. Last thing we gotta do are the arms. Which I should also hide this for, maybe. The arms are gonna be simple. Just do that, and I need the bright color for here. Or should I even do a bright color? I don't even think I should. I should just keep it dark like that. You know? And now we do the hands. The hands are never gonna leave this like clenched fist kind of shape, so we're free to kind of just color it like it is, you know? Boop, boop, boop. Like that. I should hide the head again, just so I can get behind here. Hide the arms too. Boop, boop. Like this. Is that how it is? No. Like that. And then we go brighter for the top. Like this. There we go. That's the arms. He looks so goofy without his head and body. I know, right? He's a goof. He's kind of a goof. Can't lie to you. I might just make his entire underhand part just one color like that. And just like that, his texture is done. There we go. Alright, so now that this is done, we can move on to the shiny. Oh shoot, I need to make an animation file for him as well. Folder Mobineral. Save. Okay. Alright. Copy paste. Like that. And I need to pull up a reference for this guy's shiny, actually. I don't remember what it looks like. Boop 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 boo. Boop boo do 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 boop 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 boo. Here it is. Oh, his shiny's sick, actually. Add reference image. Wait, I actually have to save it. Hold on. I like screen capped it. No, stop. Oh my lord. There we go. Okay. Now I can add reference image. Here's his shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and just confirm that. Okay. And we can kind of just go over here, colors. Maybe a little brighter than that. Like that bright. And then a little darker. And then a little more darker. Right? Lord. Okay, how do I make this not look like Garbo? Like that? No. Ah, this is tough. There we go. That's better, I guess. That's better. Okay. And then we can make this a little darker. Like by that much. And then we can make this a little darker, but like that much. There we go. Look at that. And then we can move this color over to, well, we can make him blue first. Yeah, okay. And then we kind of just do this. And then this. And this? No. This. Where's this color? Down here. Hold on. Maybe I do this instead. I take this color, make it here. Boom. Boom. There we go. And just like that, we have a shiny. Although I should probably color these in the correct color. Because they're absolutely not the right color. There we go. Normal, shiny. I'm actually such a big fan of this guy's shiny, especially when it evolves. I think the shiny looks awesome. Alright, chat, let's put him in an idle animation really quick. But before that, I should probably organize his things. His like... Yeah. This looks so goofy like this. Okay, this isn't gonna move. This is, though. I need a center pivot. Pivot... 1.5. 1. Point 5. 0.5, 1, 1.5. There we go. So it's like almost centered, but not quite. 0.25? No. That works for the feet, and then we gotta do the arms. Up here. That's all centered and correct. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That works. Okay. And then the hand. Why is it like this? 7, 5. So now the hand can go like that. You know? And then the same with left hand. Nope. 5. Right there. And I think that's centered. Yep, okay. I think that's all the pivots that we need. Besides, maybe we take all of this. We group like that. We take this, we call it body. Or we call this head, actually. Head. And then we take the entire thing again. We call it body. And we take the 2 feet. This should be called left foot. I don't know why it's right foot 2. We put the feet in the body bone. And then we take head, we center pivot, make it normal. Like that. And we move the pivot down to here. So now he can look around like this. And he can look side to side. Okay, cool. Let's give him an idle animation. dot ground underscore idle. Let's move his feet to where they should be, honestly. Like that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Base. There we go. Whoop. He kind of chills, you know? I have an idea for an idle animation, actually. What if he kind of, like, sways back and forth? Like, he kind of... You know? Whoop. Smooth. And then we do something like 1, 2, 3. Like that. No, that's too fast. 1.75. And then this needs to be rotated back 1, like that. Yeah. He kind of does that, you know? Boop. And like that. Ah! And again, I don't think we're gonna finish all the animations today, but we definitely will by next week. Okay, now we need to do the feet. Boop. You take that, this. And then we do back to 0 here. Hold on. Like this? No. No. Ba-doop-boop-boo. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I got 0.4? Okay. So like this. There we go. Okay. And then we copy this. Like that. Yeah. Look, he does little tippy taps now. Now we do the arms. Like that. Smooth. Not like that. We need this. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit more. Smooth. Do 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 do. You know? Ah, my hair is getting in my face. Okay. And then we do these. Copy that to there. 10. 12. Smooth. We do 10 up and then 12 this way. Smooth. Now we stagger this the tiniest amount. Like that much. Enough to where it won't be jittery. But not enough to make it, like, completely noticeable. Boop. Boop. Linear. Boop. There we go. And just like that. We have an idle animation. And it looks just as good in a shiny form. I'm actually a big fan of this. I probably said that already, but I very much like the aesthetic of this guy. Do 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 do. And he'll probably be like your kind of, I guess, like common rock type that you find everywhere. So I'm a fan of this. Ground underscore walk. Loop. Every time you look at him weird, he kind of just It's Geodude's less psychic brother. Less physic brother, less psychic brother. Well, keep in mind, he does gain, like, the power of the crystals when he evolves, you know? Doop 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 doop. I have no idea how I'm gonna do the walk animation. Actually, I do. I lied. Boop boop doop boop doop 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 doop. Doop doop doo doop 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 doop. But this version doesn't. That's true. I guess you're right there. Gosh, him sleeping should be him pretending to be a normal rock. I was thinking he'd be like sat down. I know. Okay, here's something that Cobblemon does. They can have different sleep animations depending on if they're in battle or not. So what if at some point in the future, not now though, I made like a sleeping animation where he kind of just like is sitting down, and then one where he's standing up but trying not to be sitting down. Link busier handles, no. Do. Copy. Move to there. Unlink busier handles. Ooh, I like that. Copy, paste. Like this. And then here. Like that. Like that. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So he takes big steps. Like this. You know? Man, I need to find more friends I can turn into Pokemon. You'll find them. I promise. You'll find them. Why not turn Jotaro into a Pokemon? If you found someone to turn into a bat. Ah! And then... what if you found somebody to turn into a bat? That is a good question. Smooth. Linear. Smooth. Sleep. Wait, not if I found someone. Still working. Still waiting to get info on someone else to make a steel electric type. Ooh. Busier. Busier. Whoop. Copy. Paste. Wait, no, hold on. Paste like that. Boop, boop. Position. Rotation. Copy. Paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Link. Bezier. Unlink, please. Hello? Unlink you. Like that. Position. Whoop. Something like that. Please? Okay, there we go. Now I just gotta take this and move it to the other foot and reverse it. How do I want to do this? Like that, like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like this. Copy there. Boom, boom. There we go. There's his walk cycle. How do I want to do this now? I'm thinking about taking the position of all of these. And moving them back. No idea how it'll look. Oh god. Maybe not two back, maybe just one back. Boop. 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 Like that. And then right foot. We can do the same thing. Boop. 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 There we go. Imagine this data pack editor thing is insane. You found a video on someone talking about how they made a whole data pack editor for MC. What's it like? I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. 10. 10. 12. I can send you a video. Amazing, like groundbreaking. Huh. I'll be the judge of that. Almost too good to be real. I will check it out after stream and I will let you know my thoughts on it. How about that? Want me to send the video? Sure. $30. Smooth. Boop. Smooth. Like you can directly link your Blockbench just so you don't even need to open Blockbench when you want to edit a model. Huh. That sounds interesting. Whoop. Wait, hold on. Am I dumb? Yes. Okay, now I can stagger them. Yippee! Okay. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. Boop. Linear. Boop. There he goes, he's walking. I'm a big fan of this guy. I like how he shakes when he walks. He's also slow because, you know. Let's see here. Ah! See, I'm not gonna get all the animations done today, but I also want to have content for next week, next Monday. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Maybe next Monday we could start on Gemma Titan, if we get that far. But we can do like a battle idol for this guy. Underscore idle, but then after that we'll go ahead and call it for today. He looks so stupid. Copy battle idle. What if his battle idol was just this? But his arms were like out in front of him, like he's squaring up, you know? Like, let's move this arm forward a little bit. You know? And let's rotate it 90. Hold on, I'm doing this completely wrong. Hello? Boop doop boo. By the way, this datapack thing isn't exactly ready from what I can tell. He's still working on it. That's fine. Good things take time, you know? No, I want the datapack thing now! 90. Ah! $30. And then what is this? 30. Right? No. Let's see if I can't make this. Hey, not like that. $15. Yeah, there's a Patreon early access, but like that's expensive. The big thing is how it basically puts everything from the data pack into one area, and from what I can tell, you can just upload your current data pack to it. You can even make custom recipes. Makes me wonder if you can make custom items. Well, yeah. I know someone very well who is very good at doing like vanilla Minecraft data packs, and they can make like custom items with custom functionality. They literally made like a jetpack in vanilla Minecraft, and I tested it out and it was super, it like actually worked. Like you would just like you'd like hold spacebar in the air and there would like be particles, and you would like lift off into the air. Like imagine how like Golurk flies in Cobblemon, but as like an armor piece instead, you know? It was so cool, and like tons of custom structures and stuff. I know someone who made this whole SMP with a data pack. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Doo-doo-boo. Had magic runes tech. Oh, the current SMP has dimensions. Yeah, dimensions are something you can do too. It's cool. Right arm. I'm gonna copy and paste these to here, and then to yeah. Or rather, here. Do 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 do. Do 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Although the last dimension has been killing them, but I have to say I do not like the dimension simply because he gave it a curve to it. If you look far enough, you can see the world curve. Weird. How do they do that? Boop. Is that correct? No. That is. And then 81, and then this can be 85, and this can be 81. Like that. He looks kind of like a crab like this, not gonna lie to you. I can send you an image. Ooh, can you? Can you? Can you? $15. 15. $23. Wait, what? 23. 12. 23. 10. 15. 23, 10, 50. Wait, oh, that's why. 25. 5. 15. Like that. 5. Boop, found one. It looks so weird when you first see it. I will check that out in a second, okay? 25, -5. $15. There we go. And then smooth, and then we stagger it. Boop, boop. Like that, I guess. And then here we do linear, boop. I love staggered animations. Ooh. Not at all how I expected that to look, but it's kind of awesome. Look at that. So we got regular, we got them squaring up. I will check out that art real quick, but then... Oh, whoa, wait, that's actually sick looking. Hold on. The trial dimension. How did he do that? Is that with like a shader pack that they did that? That looks sick. Found another one that hurts your eyes. I can understand how it might be a little off-putting, but I think that looks awesome. The fact that they managed that in vanilla, presumably without shaders. I have no idea. I think so. Oh, it was. Yeah, it probably was with shaders, I would assume. But I think that looks cool, personally. Anyway, here he is shiny. I just show you after stream. I mean, the SMP is still up, really? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But, speaking of after stream, we made actually a ton of good progress today, honestly. Way more than I thought we would. I thought we were gonna get, like, the modeling done and that's it, but we had plenty of time today. So, whoop, whoop. I want to go ahead and thank everybody who was here. Either was here earlier, or is here now, or is lurking, or they're chatting. It doesn't matter. They're all super important to me, and they all help me out a ton just by being here. So thank you to all of you guys. If you enjoyed this stream today, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch. Both of those help me out immensely, so I would appreciate either or both, you know. What else? If you're curious about the fake mon that I do make, I have a series on YouTube, a short series where I go into detail about every single one of them. So if you think that would be something that's up your alley, go ahead and check that out as well. And then if you want to see when I go live and you want to see a place, like a centralized place where I notify people and I post schedule and I also post sneak peeks, you should follow me on Twitter because I post a lot of stuff there that is helpful to know when I go live. But yeah, stream VOD will be available on my YouTube once the stream ends. Thankfully it didn't break today like it did on Friday, which is good. Means I'm doing something right. But I am actually taking Wednesday off this week because it is Christmas Eve, but I will be back to normal on Friday. We're going to be doing an art stream on Friday, so look forward to that. And until then, I bid thee farewell for now. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.